Hi, I'm Carol Dio from the Public Policy Team at the New York State Association of Healthcare Providers, HCP. I'm a pharmacist and certified immunizer, and I'm so glad you tuned in to part 2 of our video series about the new COVID-19 vaccines. Let's talk about the importance of vaccine acceptance. We already know we need to wash our hands, wear our masks, and watch our distance to prevent infection. And getting vaccinated adds to that protection. Ending the pandemic depends on people being comfortable rolling up their sleeves to get the vaccine. Experts agree that widespread vaccinations, or herd immunity, will be needed if we all want to go back to normal. Herd immunity means that enough people are protected so that the virus dies out because there are not a lot of people to infect. With COVID-19, 70 to 90% of people need to be immune for this to happen. The sad news is that many people are unsure of this new vaccine. We're often unsure or afraid because we don't have enough information about something. With immunizations, this is called vaccine hesitancy. For different reasons, some people are rejecting this protection or deciding to postpone a decision to receive it. You're here because you want information. You're here because you want to learn about the COVID-19 vaccines so that you don't have worries about them for yourself and your loved ones. Knowledge is power. So let's talk about some of the questions you might have. How can these vaccines be safe when they were made so fast? Medicines and vaccines usually take years to make. These took months. The important difference with COVID-19 vaccines is that the entire science world dropped what they were doing to work on them. They started just weeks after the first case. They worked around the clock and multitasked to get this important job done. Remember, this is a global pandemic. All areas of the world have been suffering, and all corners of the globe want to help stop this illness. Many companies, governments, and scientists poured time, money, technology, and smarts into finding a vaccine. Speaking of the world, this has been a very unsettled year, and some people feel there is reason to be skeptical of COVID-19 and the vaccines. Believe me, there is not. The vaccines are being given worldwide, not just in the United States. All countries, all governments support the safety and need for COVID-19 vaccines. It's about saving lives, nothing more. What about the reactions and side effects people have? The internet and social media can be our worst enemy when we need medical information. We have so much information available, and it's not all true. Vaccines in general are very safe. But we see on the news the 1 in a million reaction, which makes people nervous. All safety testing was done on these products, same as any other medicine or vaccine. Keep in mind that the many hundreds of thousands who did not have a reaction, and the millions of lives that will be saved through immunizations. I'll go into much more detail in the next video to help everyone understand the side effects and see that the benefits are much greater than the risks. Please use only reliable resources, such as the links on HCP's COVID pages, read the vaccine fact sheet, and discuss concerns with your healthcare provider. Data tells us that people of color have been hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. They experience more severe illness and more deaths. What's troubling is that these communities might be the most fearful of being immunized. With education and acceptance of immunizations, we can stop that trend. Distribution of our limited supplies is done according to risk factors like occupation, age, and people's current illnesses. Here in New York, there is a special task force to ensure that communities of color have equal access to vaccines, even in areas without large medical centers. We can put a stop to medical inequality by being confident about the vaccine, knowing that scientists of many races and many nations have studied it and are making it available. Through education and advocacy, HCP is helping to protect the home care workforce from COVID-19. Please watch for more HCP videos about vaccinations, where we'll talk about how the products work and how they were developed quickly and safely, as well as common and not so common side effects of getting immunized. Remember, avoiding immunization has risks. We're all in this together, so keep washing your hands, wearing your masks, and watching your distance. And please take a shot for prevention when your turn comes up.